Hey folks, and welcome back to What the Tech. It's no surprise that we here at D1DLC love our Roccat gear, and it's not only because their logo is amazingly similar to the Thundercats. It turns out that they have some pretty amazing gear on the market already, and today we'll be showing you everything you need to know about the Roccat Kone EMP, and if we think you should have it on your shopping list. The new Roccat Kone EMP gaming mouse has hit Aussie shores, and we've been lucky enough to get our hands on one thanks to the folks at Roccat. Coming in at $139 Australian, the Kone EMP is the successor to the previous Kone XTD, and whilst looks and feels relatively similar, there are some very nice internal upgrades, not least of which is the brand new Owl Eye technology, but more on that shortly. The overall specs of the Kone EMP boasts Omron main switches with TTC red and blue supporting switches, 9 programmable buttons, a rather weighty 116 grams, and 135 by 75 by 42mm dimensions, and of course the Owl Eye sensor. Anyone familiar with the Kone XTD will be right at home here with pretty much the exact same external design, including RGB lighting, prominent Roccat logo, and as we mentioned before, 9 programmable buttons. The only option omitted from the Kone EMP is the weight adjustment function. This isn't an issue though, as the standard weight of the Kone EMP is fantastic and provides excellent all-round balance. With that said, it's very much a palm grip design, so anyone used to finger grip style mice may take a little while to warm up to it. After a few hours of use though, the palm grip, weight and contours of the Kone EMP were fantastic, with a very comfortable and controllable design. Now, one of the main marketing pushes from Roccat is the all-new Owl Eye optical sensor technology. The technical parts used for the Owl Eye sensor is the PixArt 3361, which is essentially a custom version of the 3360 sensor, which has also been used in the Corsair M65 Pro and SteelSeries Rival 700 for example. By all accounts, the Owl Eye sensor functions as you'd expect from a high-end sensor, pretty much flawlessly with exceptional responsiveness. From the slightest of flicks to wide arcs, I had no problems with tracking with one of the smoothest mice I've used. Now, I do have to admit that my initial reaction to the Kone EMP was that it felt slightly on the cheap side, with the plastic outer shell and an ever so slightly lighter weight to it. This is predominantly due to the fact that the Razer Naga Hex is my main mouse for the past, well, let's just say a long time, and I'm very old. Technically, the Naga Hex is slightly weightier at 135 grams and has a more solid outer shell. With that said, after a relatively short adjustment time, I quickly came to the realization that the Kone EMP smacks of quality, durability, and top-notch components. Tactile and responsive main buttons using the Omron D2FC F79 switches, and all ancillary buttons using the red or blue TTC switches, excellent scroll wheel, and a surprisingly well contoured palm rest, the Kone EMP feels every bit a high-end gaming mouse. The cable is a smartly braided one and comes in at around 1.8 meters, which is more than enough for my desktop setup. As with all Roccat products, the Swarm software is an essential companion to ensure you have complete control over all button mapping, speed, responsiveness, and of course, LED management. We've previously had some concerns with the Roccat Swarm software requiring multiple downloads and firmware updates. However, with the latest version of the Swarm software, we were unable to fault it with just 2 Swarm software downloads and updates, and we were good to go. Changing all button mappings, lighting effects, sensor responsiveness, everything is yours to alter as you see fit. So overall, after some adjustment time, I love the quality of the Kone EMP. The supporting software gave complete control over any and all tweaks I could want, and provided exceptional tracking, responsiveness with the Owl Eye sensor technology. The only thing that brings the Kone EMP down slightly for me is the lack of ambidextrous support, the slightly lighter weight, at least for me based on my Naga Hex familiarity, and the size of the palm grip, which is significantly larger than most mice I've had to use previously. Without question, the Kone EMP continues the exceptional level of quality we are coming to expect from Roccat, and is quite possibly one of my favourite gaming mice right now. The Roccat Kone EMP comes in at around about $139 Australian, which is an excellent price, just above the SteelSeries Rival 700 and just below the Razer Naga Epic and Logitech G900. Not a bad spot to be in at all. I give the Kone EMP 4 out of 5 beards.